out to quite
5 seconds remaining.
quite some show. I mean,
are they confused because they're like, wait, weren't we gonna ban DP?
actually banning out the Dendy. Okay.
I mean, Timbersaw deals with Terrorblade. We saw that, but
yeah.
I'm still not sure if it makes the lineup work for Navi because there's like there's so many. There's like this weird team fight slash like defensive potential where they're able to counter what OG's doing, but they don't have the better late game. Most likely won't have the better late game. They don't have high ground potential. They just have this combination of early game counter initiation and some team fight. But I don't really see like a big objective
10
win.
10 seconds remaining.
OG,
5
closing
seconds
pick.
remaining.
It's going to be the Alk. All right, so yeah.
Navi's turn to pick.
Looking at DTPD, yeah, no tell on the safe lane. Terrorblade and Miracle will still stick to the Alk role in the mid lane. Navi going against the Alchemist. I mean, unless I don't think it's going to be a Dendy Night Stalker, is it?
10 seconds
that would
remaining.
really be quite something. So unlikely that at least we do still
5
expect this to be
seconds
Dendy.
remaining.
Yeah, this is so now OG very clearly have better late game right now. Navi like, okay, you got to get high ground potential.
This is
the
a
DOTA versus the
Dendy
Terrorblade,
It's the Dendy DOTA. All right.
In general, Smoke faces Void.
We've not seen. Have we seen Dendy play Medusa before in the mid?
I mean, maybe Dendy's playing Nightstalker mid and they're running Medusa.
Oh, actually, sorry, yeah, there must be that. Yeah, sorry, general. Okay, so yeah, it is the mid Nightstalker. Okay. This is again a bit different here from Navi. Okay, wow. Here we have it. Let's see what goes on with this one here.
Okay, so what does DOTA do here? DOTA is another reactive hero that it deals with the Terrorblade in some ways. A lot of what you see from OG is like very much full commitment. Like the Batrider lassos and the Elder Titan throws down their ultimate, the Metamorphosis, they go in, right? And DOTA slows that down. If it just gets the R button off, it's all good. Batrider says to jump you, pop Manta real quickly, dodge the instant lasso, then you get off the Stone Gaze, and the initiation is totally defeated. Then from there, Navi have some follow-up with General's Chronosphere, which also combos with DOTA okay. It can make sure that the heroes do get turned into stone. Honestly, I still don't see how exactly this lineup works for Navi. I'm like really puzzled. But I think Dendy has to go insane. That for me is like assured. Dendy must go insane in the mid lane. Like he has to win his lane, he has to roam around, he has to like find Moon several times, pick off that Batrider. Moon's known to die in Batrider a lot anyway, so that, that's a start. And you can go and gank the Terrorblade a bunch, with your silence and new combinations. Yeah, I just don't like feel a whole lot of synergy, and I don't feel a game plan from this either. But I don't know. We'll see if Navi can surprise us.
It's going to be quite a display if Dendy can pull this off in the night. So something he used to play back in the day. I can't recall seeing him do it recently. But a hero that, as you said, if he gets a good start, it starts to crush the lanes. It can have a high impact, and it's going to be interesting how well it does do against the Alchemist. Which it is. Oh, sorry. So it is going to be No Tail Alk and Miracle. It's going to be the Miracle TB. All right. So the 9K Terrorblade coming out this game. It really is going to be quite a show. As No Tail will secure himself the boundary. So No Tail being put in the mid lane this game. OG doing the classic thing where they do have this flexibility of switching around No Tail and Miracle at their whim, depending on the heroes they've picked up.
They're going to dumpster Moon, though. That is the one big thing. I'm not going to say they're going to get the kill here, but they are going to. And
I think Artstyle's dead.
He's got frostbite,
What's he
but
doing?
it doesn't matter.
Oh, no. Moon may lose his life, but he may.
God, he's got Fairy Fire too. Oh God, he's gonna live.
The nuke will come through. Sneaker's gonna try
to the ancients.
Kill me!
No!
Almost. He did it. Nice deny there, Sneko. But was that worth support for an offlaner?
No,
but OG getting the first blood? Yeah.
Absolutely not. Because this lane should dump on Moon anyway.
Yeah.
It's got this combination where the Crystal Maiden can make sure they still get levels by half jungling, and then Oracle is actually pretty good at zoning out solo heroes, and DOTA is threatening as well. But I think this is why they're bringing Crit to the bottom lane. It's pretty smart. Use him to try and stop pulls. Maybe he can get a pull on the hard camp himself. Make sure that the Oracle can't solo abuse Batrider, back and get at least level 2 or 3. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Dendi should do okay, simply because he's got high armor, but I can't imagine he actually kills No Tail, unless it's like right as minute 4 or minute 5 goes in. That's his kill point. Otherwise, I think this is just going to be a pretty farming lane for the Alchemist, and that obviously suits him just fine. So, not sure. We'll see. Crit being gone does mean the General has a little bit more allowance at the top lane against the Terrorblade Vengeful Spirit, but it's not going to be amazing.
Well, the Moon in a bit of trouble as well. He's playing on the edge of his life here. It's a very risky lane here for the boy. And Moon heads back to see how that goes. I mean, lane-wise, rotation-wise, are we going to start to see the balance kind of shifted around? Are any of these supports going to be able to rotate, or do they need to remain where they are, really?
Chris, I mean, should definitely rotate mid once nighttime is about to start. Maybe pick up boots and smoke from the shop and just make Seneko buy everything from here on out, because Seneko got boots first anyway. I think that would be the ideal scenario. They need to keep No Tail down. They need to ensure Dendi has a good time, has a good start, starts running around the map and destroying these cores that want to farm. But we'll, like in this half position where they want to go on crit but can't quite catch him.
It's a very hard attempt to go for. And interesting now with the lanes, now that Moon's got level 2 in the lane, he's actually going to head up to the jungle to start working there as the bat. We'll see how much Crit wants to stick around down here to get the XP. He's just going to be making the stacks on the Ancients with the Spirit there. Just keeping up the efficiency for the side.
The weird part of the Nightstalker mid is that once it rotates out, what's going to take its place? Because you don't have like a greedy 4 position that's going to turn into a semi-core or something like that. Like you have a Crystal Maiden and you have an Oracle. Neither one of these heroes is going to take a whole lot of advantage of an open mid lane to farm. Right? They're like, Oracle's okay with levels, but both of those heroes don't really benefit from items all that much. So it's like Dendi leaves the lane and he starts going to gank people, but what takes that space that's left over? And that's why it's this like lineup is pretty puzzling. We're about to go into the first nighttime though. Artstyle should start making his way over. He's got boots on the way. Kind of hopes he buys smoke as well, just to ensure that this gank does succeed. Because if it doesn't, like Nightstalker doesn't get 1 or 2 kills in the first night phase, I think the game just kind of flops from there.
Dendi.
Oh, Dendi, don't do it, don't commit! It's not worth it!
He is in the risky place. The nighttime will pretty much save him there. A bit of extra movement speed to get him out. But he won't get that rune. OG able to secure both and smoke up now from the boys on Navi. Artstyle and Snake are coming in behind Dendi.
Notice OG, like, it's pretty obvious time to gank up mid, so they rotated their supports kind of mid.
And No Tail has to be careful. No Tail in a lot of trouble here, unless Fly can save him. He can't. The nukes are too much. Dendi nearly going down in return. In fact, the acid spray's going to do it. They'll find Dendi now. Fly just forcing back Seneko. Look at the stomp off. Fly doesn't have the mana for the magic missile, so they can't go in for more. A 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane. They're mid lane for mid laner.
I mean, considering the fact that that was supposed to, like, that gank has to happen in the first place, then he still dies, and the like, it was 2 versus 3 in the mid lane. It still works out where OG trade off. That's incredibly good for OG. Like, Navi, they got to be frustrated by something like that. That he just like barely dies on Dendi. Now his rotations are stalled up. He still wants to get like his level 6, level 7 before he fully stays off map and is just a full ganking force. But if he waits for that, it may even be over.
Oh, trying to go Miracle. He's got no way of saving himself. He will now put a point into the Sunder, but doesn't have the mana. Miracle getting caught out there by the rotations of Navi. No backup from the rest of his side. And a very nice kill for Navi there, shutting down the TV.
That was good what Navi just did there. Because they know like that when the Terrorblade, he can be left alone against the Faceless Void, and he can really punish the Faceless Void if he wants to. But now they're going to try and run into Moon. They will catch him with a Frostbite here.
See if they've got the new damage to deal with him.
Yeah, they
down low. And they've got it indeed. And this is really nice from Artstyle and Seneko. They make the kill happen top, immediately backing up behind the tower, smoking, looking for more, finding the back kill.
That was dope. Placing the ward so you can get the vision for the kill. That was also really smart too. It's still like the thing about this is that Navi have to keep up this kind of pace. So while we're happy to see it in the first 6 minutes, it's something that has to happen, right? And so in that regard, it's not overly impressive. If they can keep this up for the first 20 minutes of the game, though, I'll be super impressed for Navi if they can continue to find these big offs.
He's in trouble. There's a haste screen on Dendy. Crit, he tries to go for the stomp, but the silence is there from Dendy, and thanks to his presence, another kill for Navi.
Dendy, he's got the earn charges now. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a TP, or else I'd say he can rotate straight up to top lane. But
yeah, he's going to go in the jungle. He's going to cut through the towers, head straight towards Moon, where they've got this vision on. Seneco's coming over as well to offer that extra bit of nuke damage. And are they going to be able to do it? Oh, just as Firefly runs out as well. This couldn't be more perfect for Navi as Moon. He's down as well. Denzi with that haste stream making 2 kills happen, but now they're in trouble. OG's coming in, but they don't seem to have any control. Silence onto Crit. There's no stomp. Seneco incredibly deep here. But he's got a TP, and through the cover of nighttime, he should be able to make it. Heads across, TP's out, and Navi playing this first 7.5 minutes perfectly at the moment.
Yeah. Even a little play like Seneco using Fortune's End on the Night Stalker, which both purges off the Sticky Napalm, and also through the AoE is going to hit the hero. And now he's going to heal up General as well. He hits the Purifying Flames on him, and he just time walks off the damage, so he only gets the heal. Goes up to full HP. Like they definitely seem to know Oracle pretty well, and we've seen that before. Like they're one of the few teams that's willing to pick up his hero.
Seneco's Oracle performance. It's got to be one of his kind of the best played heroes. It's something that he's been running ever since it's been put into CM mode.
We'll see whether or not they can actually show a good enough performance that turns it into a win, though, because it's definitely been very much a losing hero.
Omelette now done on Node Tower. Just trying to keep the vision control in Navi around this area. They love maintaining this vision over this area of the jungle where Moon's been trying to find farm. He's actually just headed back to lane now at this point.
Drop those tranquil boots again.
Is he going to do it again?
Drop them.
Oh, is it?
Drop them.
Does he do it? No, he's got full health in the way. There's no reason to.
Oh man, that would have been so amazing. Ditchy-Ra steals that.
That was close. The Moon? Just going straight in, playing with Ditchy-Ra here. He's fine though. The rest of Navi elsewhere across the map. Actually, Seneca just behind Dendy, top lane. Arstov kind of set into position just in case General finds an opening with a Chronosphere.
Let's see, they smoked up on Dendy solo. Kind of think they needed the Crystal Maiden there. Because if he runs into a core, he may not be able to kill him. Now, a support by itself, he could turn it tonight and
I mean, just look at kill easily. Look at this. It's such an easy kill for them.
Bring around the Rosie. Crit, you can do it. No, you can't.
Can they punish him? He's incredibly tanky.
No, he can keep going for more almost.
Try and kill Fly. Yeah. He's going to get... He's got one more touch. He's got it. Double kill. Run. He's actually doing it here.
Oh, God. No, he's... Oh, run the other direction.
Oh, Dendy.
Smart Dendy. Smart Dendy.
Oh, and here's Seneca with the saves. He gets away with it as well. Whew. The Dendy Night Stalker doing absolutely brilliantly this game. 3-1-2. Getting double kills like that. The backup of Seneco. Getting him out. And now on No Tail, he's not going to hold for 50 seconds. This is going to be another kill. Unless he can armlet toggle his way out. Right. It looks like he can. The armlet's too much. The armlet is too much for Navi.
But they're going to run into Miracle here. They might actually be able to get this kill rather easily if they have the Sunder at the right time. No. Miracle.
I mean, General did have the Chrono. It kind of held on to it. Maybe they committed it.
They needed to bring him a little bit lower before they went for the Chronosphere to guarantee the kill. Otherwise, he would Sunder as soon as Chronosphere is down, which is why Miracle Sunders right then, right? He's like, if I Sunder right now, there's no way you can kill me. No need to risk it and try and play greedy with my ult. So, too bad they don't have level 6, though, on the Crystal Maiden. Otherwise, that's like an instant kill. And that's part of the problem. Artstyle wasted so much time sitting up here in the side area, got like maybe 50 points of experience in the last minute and a half. If he is doing something else, if he's actually jungling, he hits level 6, and then that gank looks entirely different. They instantly chrono, and they pop Freezing Field, and there's no way Miracle survives. There's not enough RNG in the world to live through Freezing Field like that.
Denty, on to No-Tail. It's a high, it's not really a kill that Denty can get on his own, especially during the daytime. Needs a +1. But for the time being, the +1's elsewhere on the map.
Farm the creeps.
He's so close, so close to that 6.
Get level 6.
Radiant's
Nobody's
middle
coming top.
tower
OG
is
have
under
given up
attack.
top. They've given up top.
They want to kill Ditchera.
Yeah, it's just like unnecessary because you've got two like late game farming heroes that jungle quite well. So what's the point of going top lane and getting picked off for the Chronosphere? You know it's going to happen. So instead, put pressure on bottom lane. Maybe go for a 3 or 4 man rotation there, and just control your jungle as much as possible. Make Navi come out to you, especially during daytime. Speaking of that, Dendi is well on his way to pick up pretty fast Ags. I'm not sure what the mid lane Night Stalker build is now.
I mean, does he get a Midas on the progression?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, right? Just to make sure that your farm progression continues as you're a 2 position in farm priority. So you need to make sure you do better than just an offlane or a 4 position Night Stalker does.
Dire's middle tower.
They want to try and tie for this. Yeah,
No, Tail, you should not have come to top lane. I thought OG gave this up.
He's got the ult and the armlet. Didn't manage to get the armlet on yet, but looks like they can't kill him during the Chronosphere. Now comes out the armlet, but the nuke damage, it's too much. They'll drop the ult as well from Artstar. Finally hits the 6, uses it to make sure they get the kill. And Navi, another one under their belts. They should be able to take the tier 1 top as well. Dendi, already on the move. Wants to try and make as much happen as possible with this double damage he's got during the nighttime phase. Maybe make a beeline for the mid lane. There are 3 members of OG here, though. He's got the backup of Seneko. Ult is available, so Dendi can go ham here. He's actually going to get the courier. Takes that down, and now he's going to look for blood. Straight in onto Fly. Fly will get the stun off in time, but Dendi's not going to be helped out with that, with a double damage rune bursting through the Venge. The nuke for Seneko there to finish it out, and Dendi looking for more. Eyes towards Miracle. He's got the silence again in a second. If he can lay that down, this should be a good opportunity for a kill. In fact, there's no mana. He doesn't even care. There's no chance that Miracle can turn this one around. He has no Sunder. Miracle trying for the Dukes. It's not going to work, and Dendi gets another. Moon's now turned up. He's fighting against 3 of them. The bashes are coming out onto Crit. And Moon, he's got to get himself out. The ult will be there. Clips onto Seneko. But Dendi is just working through OG, gets the kill onto Crit. Seneko still has an ult if necessary, and there we do. Has it come down onto Dendi, but he's been lassoed up. Can Dendi actually find anything else out of this one? Can they heal him up? The urns, it's not going to be enough. Dendi will still go down after the ultimate. Navi, the rest of them moving in for more. Ditcherad trying for some more action here. It's not going to happen, so Navi will now back up. But Dendi, he is just going full YOLO this game. 5-2-4. Absolutely no stops on this man. He's going to have a Vanguard and a Buckler done for the next time he wants to go for those kind of plays. He's going to be an incredible tank and an incredible force to have at 14 minutes into the game.
Yeah, this is a cool build. You know, you're talking about like what is a Night Stalker at mid? How does his item transition? Well, he's just like making it so he overwhelms the enemy now, just through his nukes and his longevity. No, nice play. Did you see that? Seneko disarms No Tail in order to get the deny on the tier 1 tower.
Oh, he's a smart man, and he may even just set up a potential kill. Generals turns up.
Got Chronosphere soon.
Artstar's there as well, and they're going to do it. He leaps across, jumping through time to dodge the bombs. General sets it up there, following through Seneko's initiation. It's 13-3, and Navi in game 2 is working out really, really nicely this draft.
Yeah, they are. It just seems like such a different play from Navi in game 1 and game 2. Right, I was so disappointed to see the fact that it was just like they did the laning phase just normal, and they didn't try and put pressure on OG when it was clear OG had the better situation. Here, Navi are entirely different. Maybe it's because Dendi is opened up in many ways by giving this Night Stalker mid, where he has every incentive in the world to move around the map.
Nice.
But even the movements of Artstyle and Seneko are a lot more active, where they're finding openings against OG.
Dendi playing around the jungle here. Needs to be a little bit careful. It is on his own. He's just going to go and clear out one of the creeps away from Miracle. But to look as well, next fight, you know, Seneko's got the mech done. This is one of the pluses of being an Oracle. He's 4-1-6 with the Purifying Flames. He has been able to secure some of that good old kill bounty, so he can get these items up at this kind of time. And a False Promise and a mech kill, especially with the amount of tankability that Dendi's got, that could save him each and every time.
I am worried that they're not getting enough aggressive wards down on the side of Navi. They've got like this defensive ward near the river. They're letting OG have a bit too much space. They need to lock this down in the next nighttime. and it's just about to turn day, so this is a good sign.
Trying to fight here, Lasso onto Seneko. At the same time, Denny wrapping around from the back, looking to lock down onto No-Tail. Stone Gates will kick in onto them, and now looking towards Moon. He's been stunned up, held in place by the Crystal Maiden. General gets beat down by the beat power of Miracle. Turns his attention towards Ditchera. So 1-for-1 at the moment. Looking for the stomp, follow through, he'll catch two. False promise onto Ditchera to get him out of there. Dendy, he's going to get hit by the full force of that one. Alstar charge for the ult, but the cancel is there. Dendy falling low, will drop OG, getting two, but at the same time they've lost two themselves. Sunder from Miracle, bringing Ditchera low. No-Tail's trying to move in for more here. They need to find some kind of a stomp setup. Ditchera trying to juke his way out through the tree line. Can Crypt find this stomp? Looks like Ditchera's a little bit too speedy. TP out indeed, so OG decide to get themselves out after the back of that one. And from the fight recap, pretty even trades there. It's a messy fight for both sides.
At least they stopped the Roshan. That was like the worst Fears, especially after our last series where Alliance got so many Roshans for free, and that ended up swinging the game in their favor. I was really nervous that Navi were going to make the same kind of mistake and give OG too much space to work around, and they were going to get a Roshan for themselves, but they stopped it. Even if the fight didn't go quite the way they wanted, I think that the way that they played it in like little micro things, like Seneco's positioning and the way he was able to get the last hit on one of those kills, that saved what was overall a disadvantage that they were at from the start. They didn't even have Chronosphere in that fight at all, just because General got taken out pretty quickly. So I think overall they should be happy with the way that fight went and be prepared in about a minute and a half time to try and go super aggro against OG. That's when you'll have that 50-second window where you pop Darkness, and you'll have like a 5-minute nighttime, essentially. That is where Navi need to get a lot done. They need to take the tier 1s at mid as well as bottom. They need to try and take Roshan for themselves and at least secure aggressive enough vision that they know OG won't be able to do it. And obviously, big thing is trying to shut down both Miracle and No-Tail, who continue to farm away. They're not ahead of your DOTA just yet, but they are beginning to challenge her in net worth.
Navi with the smoke as well. They were hoping to catch Crit off guard here. And they may just do it. He's come back in. They've got the lockdown. Denzi with the Void Moon. Trying to go in with the counter, but immediately Lasso removed with the false promise. Swap onto Crit. Fly trying to save, and the Chrono comes out for General. Catches two right on the outskirts. They'll burst down onto Crit. Turn towards Moon here. Can they manage to find the kill? It doesn't look like they can. No-Tail's turned up for the fight, disrupting it from the sidelines. But Navi moving in. General trying to find the bashes, the nukes. The right clicks with Ditchera. They found two, but they've also lost two. As the damage from this Terrorblade forcing Navi back. Miracle, double kill for the man. Can he find himself anything more? They've got a magic missile. If Fly can get in range of Ditchera, and he can indeed. Miracle turning up with Moon. They'll get the slows down. Can they find him? He's into the sidelines, healed up by the Urn of Dendi. Ditchera, I don't know if he can juke his way out of this one. Miracle.
He knows he's dead. He just turns and tries to get some damage out before he dies, but that wasn't, they didn't get a good freezing field. The Chronosphere was okay, but they didn't manage to combo anything with it.
Yeah,
that just wasn't enough.
That was just, well, really nice play from Fly, really saving.
And once the initial, the nuke factor of Navi's single target between the Void and the Oracle, once that kind of wears off and that 350 damage nuke doesn't mean as much, you're gonna see Navi's team fight look really, really lackluster, because they're just gonna lack in damage. They won't be able to pop these heroes, especially because heroes like Terrorblade and Alchemist, and even in some ways Elder Titan, they're actually gonna be pretty tanky and tough to kill anyway for most teams. This team is going to be lacking in damage. The Chronospheres are just going to look like, oh, there's the Chrono, what an amazing Chrono, but where's the damage to follow it up? Hopefully, Ditchera, thanks to the space that he's been mounted, he'll be able to carry this through in the mid game with his physical damage, but it's tough to say, because DOTA is just not that impressive in physical damage for quite a while. Even with the builds where you ignore Lincolns and you go for straight Scotty, it's still not that kind of impressive, overwhelming, oh, you burst that hero inside of Chronosphere and it had no impact in the team fight. It's not that kind of hero. It's very slow and sustained damage. So OG, I'm concerned they're going to make their way comeback, but Navi, this is their best chance to get some real control.
General, can he swap back? Time walks away. Richard will still follow through. OG holding the setup here. Ditra pops the Stone Gaze and immediately starts moving aggressively. Chrono comes out, it's only going to catch Moon. No tell, they can't bring this man down. They're trying to turn towards the Moon kill, but they can't quite get it. Crimson Guard now coming out from Tendi, but immediately the ult from Artstyle cancelled. Miracle moving in, and here comes the damage. Concoction onto Denny. False Promise will be there for Seneko to get the Night Stalker out of there. OG won't be able to get a lockdown onto another. Navi just losing Artstyle, but unable to get the successful push onto the tier 1. Roshan is up. If OG spot this out, they should be able to take it very, very quickly with the remainder of the Metamorphosis onto Miracle, and indeed they will. They'll head into the pit. They'll take this one down, and unlikely that Navi can do anything about this. No Stone Gaze and no Chronosphere.
I like what Dendy's doing, though. Immediately going for the tier 1, because they know they've given up Roshan because of that fight.
We're trying for the deny there with the illusion. Aegis now onto Miracle. He's 5-2-2, top of the net worth board at the moment. Not been the smoothest of games. There was a few hiccups at the start when he was caught out, but he's managed to find himself some great activity in terms of fighting.
Well, Battle Fury soon on the Thesis Void. Yep. That's kind of an interesting twist in this, where they've got, like, they're lacking damage, and with OG picking up both the Terrorblade and the Alchemist, it was like, oh man, they've got the better linking. But if they can somehow transition the Void into a secondary carry, then maybe it's a bit better. I'm not fully convinced, but at least they've got a backup plan. You know, the first 25 minutes they didn't dominate like they had to. They were doing okay. It looked okay by 15 minutes, but then 2 team fights happened where Navi tried to force it a bit too much. I'm not sure what it was. They like didn't get the right kind of chronospheres. They didn't have the synergy of skills that you look for. Artstyle's freezing fields is a big part of their damage. As sad as that is to say, like freezing fields, they really need it. And both times it immediately gets cancelled by Moon Meander.
Dire's top tower.
Just a bit of a tower trade here. Navi 2-2 top, OG 2-2 bottom. So OG again. Just keep the push on, and Navi, they'll have to back up and react.
Dire's top tower.
Do have the ults available. Artstyle's going to be the first to head in. Seneko to join his cause. OG maybe ready to go aggressive. 5 seconds of Metamorphosis is available again for Miracle, and he has the Aegis. This could be a good time for OG to try and break the high ground.
Top tower is under attack.
Let's see how heavy they want to go in on this. See if Miracle wants to commit the Metamorphosis, and here we go.
They might as well. I think with the Aegis, they've got some incentive to poke at.
Backing up, but they asked OG immediately just reacting to the push that was going on from top. Into the lasso, bringing the man back, Fly turning up as well, so they will, a little bit late with the lockdown, so General does have the chance to time walk out, drops the Chronosphere. Oh, he's going to do it. He's out of there. Oh no, OG.
Oh, Miracle, they actually caught him in the bottom lane, and they might be able to, they've got him locked.
That was a huge play from Navi.
What?
General baiting them back, playing away from them, and then Miracle gets left behind. They find the kill on him. Navi.
How did Miracle get caught? Left completely. I can only assume they were like TPing out, and they managed to stop the TP from Miracle, but that was...
I think, of course, obviously killing him twice, so taking the Aegis off his hands. And everyone else had already gone back.
Yeah, because without that, that's okay. OG... Miracle doesn't die, they've forced Chronosphere from Navi to be used defensively, and that's okay. At that point in time, you're like, okay, we have a minute and a half where they can't team fight us. Miracle going down, though, means that Navi are going to be able to turn this into so much more. They're going to get the tier 1 bottom lane. They have no Aegis to worry about. And Ditchera continues to stay up there in net worth. Now, he's still being challenged by both the Alchemist and the Terrorblade. That is a bit concerning, but he is making the general transition from Linken's to Manta, and once he's got that, and he can get his first real damage item, or Scotty, then Medusa carry is finally like there. It's finally like fully impactful in a team fight. Because before it's like, it's just a Mystic Snake and it's a tanky hero with Stone Gaze, but it doesn't, you don't really feel the presence of Medusa, you can just ignore it.
This is interesting. Well, we actually talked about this earlier today. You know, the Terrorblade build. Miracle, he's going for the diffusal. We were mentioning this earlier. I mean, why has he gone for the diffusal this game?
Medusa.
Yeah. Purely just for the
you know, you got the mana burn against a mana shield 0.
It's going to be good.
You like it. You like it a lot.
Oh, General jumps in. Chrono onto 2. The follower's going to be there. Arstyle immediately popping the freezing field. They'll take down Moon on the back rider. Oh, actually getting himself away. Will he live? He's going to live. They get Moon out. They'll kill General. OG moving in hard. Finally, the Stone Gaze comes out, but OG, they'll play around it. Hotel, he will still get caught by it. But a bit of a mess of that. Just unfortunate they weren't able to kill Moon off there, regardless of the fact they dropped the Chrono, the freezing field as well. And they end up losing General and potentially a tier 2 off the back of that as well.
Yeah, you're seeing this really nasty point where the nukes just aren't enough to kill some of these. And that was a Bat Rider. Yeah. Right? The Bat Rider isn't a tanky hero like No Tail's Alchemist. So these nukes, they don't do enough. The regen and general damage over time of OG starts prevailing. Ditchira isn't ready to go. Like he's not quite full up.
Oh, Moon, he's caught Seneko. Seneko gone straight away. Ditchira, look at this. Look at the diffuser ripping through the Medusa. Double kill for Miracle. OG, they'll clear out the mid lane here. And they'll move straight down towards the bottom. Navi, they do have buyback available on Ditchira. He will use it, get himself back in, but they may lose straight up another set. General, he's got no chrono for 40 seconds. Hotel quick another concoction, throws the way of Dendy. Ditchira trying to move in. The Crimson Guard's out. They've actually left No Tail behind here, OG. It looks like they're leaving Johan. They're saying, you're on your own here, buddy.
Does Miracle do this?
He did! He sundered him! Miracle! He saves the No Tail for the time being. It looks like No Tail may still be dead here. He's making them work for it.
It was so unnecessary. Like, that was such a risky play.
I got you, bro.
You know, if Navi like have any catch or they like somehow nuke Miracle down at that point in time, because they're still gonna lose No Tail no matter what. But I think OG was just like, Miracle's like, I'm feeling it, dude. I'm gonna come save you. Don't worry, Big Daddy. I'm here for you.
Wow.
It still doesn't matter though, because it's a lane of Rags already gone before the 30-minute marker. Navi, unfortunately, didn't get this Ags fast enough to take away the vision and really exploit OG and get multiple pickoffs. They aren't able to delay this game long enough for the DOTA to really start carrying. Because ultimately, you still have to DOTA carry against a Terrorblade and an Alchemist, and it's not easy.
I mean, we saw just then how much Miracle can do with Diffusal Blade against the DOTA. He pops the charge, gets the lockdown with Metamorphosis and a couple of illusions. Ditchira's dead.
He will have further lockdown soon. Scotty is going to come the way of the TB. So he becomes even harder for them to burst down. Pretty much guarantees that he'll always get off the Sunder.
I mean, if you're Navi now at this point, how do you kind of regain control of this game, which is starting to slip out of their grasp?
Prayer.
Prayer.
Through the power of prayer, Owen. I am not a religious person, but maybe Navi should consider it at this point.
That needs something.
No, I mean, it's just like they need to be able to just find one really good Chronosphere.
Chrono into Stone Gaze.
Yeah,
get the damage down.
Chronosphere into like
freezing
a really big freezing field, and then as the Chronosphere and the freezing field are about to fade, the Stone Gaze locks him in at the right time, and so it's like, okay, now you get the physical damage aspect. You manage to pop the Terrorblade. Miracle doesn't get a Sunder off. You kill Moon as well as the 2 supports, and then you're just left with big old daddy No Tail, and you just slowly chip him away. Because he's got armor and regen and strength for days, so it's really tough to kill him. But you get him eventually. And then you take Roshan, you get Aegis. You start taking control of the map, take away the tier 2s. You limit all the vision because they've got Gem and Night Stalker Ags, which they're already beginning to do. OG play scared. They can't go out, they can't farm on their big carries. The Deuce is getting bigger and bigger.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I've created your narrative. Get him, Dendy. Sick him, boy.
He's got
Stop that TP.
I think Chris dead. There's no way. He's got yours.
He's gonna try and turn around, clap, but he doesn't realize the rest of the team is already here.
He has. I was gonna say No Tail was walking that way, and he's quite briskly walking not that way anymore.
No. Roche? It's not up yet.
Yeah, what's the spawn time looking like? It's a relatively short one, up in a minute.
Okay.
That'll be the,
get the pick off, get the pick off, Navi. You need a big pick off. Like, General pushes out the mid lane, that's all fine, well, and dandy. You need to get another pick off, turn that into enough of an advantage where you can Roshan.
Navi just, really aware that this pit needs to be controlled. It's going to be hard against OG's lineup, especially once Crit's back up. I mean, yeah, Navi, they're themselves, both teams, to be fair, I guess, have got very good power around the pit. You look towards your Chronosphere. Stone Gazers, at the same time, OG, they've got an Elder Time, and Elder Time is definitely up there as one of the most annoying heroes to try and roach against. Yeah. You can very easily shut it down.
He gets vision, he's got a gigantic line stun. It's not even a line stun, it's actually the damage aspect, the percentage-based damage aspect is really good too.
Huge amounts.
I like the fact I like the fact that he went Lincolns and didn't go Manta.
Yeah, no, that is definitely right, because they do need the damage, as you said.
Yeah.
They need to get that damage.
Maybe I would have preferred just straight Manta. I don't know, it's risky, right?
Instead of the Lincolns.
Yeah, you're playing a riskier game where you're playing like Manta versus Lasso, and you also plan that you don't get swapped. Lincoln's is the safer play, but it's also a play that OG can work around. They've got 4 staffs, so break the Lincoln, still Lasso. Illusion! But either way, I like the fact that he's going straight for the MKB after that. Like, he doesn't get like both items, which we've seen time and time again. He goes straight for the damage item. This is necessary to make the DOTA come online faster, so you can feel her impact in team fights. And now Navi get the initiation.
Looking for Miracle. Miracle Mancer's off the crossbite. Out he goes. BKB for No-Tail. Get the stun, no. Lincolns will stop it. Gerard Stone Gaze. That's going to be thrown out. Is it going to achieve anything? So no Stone Gaze now available for Navi.
This is rough. It's supposed to be nighttime, and well, the BKB was used by No-Tail. He's not the threat. They had him isolated in the river, but they still couldn't go on him. And now OG just waited out. You know, they're just like, okay, Stone Gaze is used. If we want to, we can wait till it's no longer nighttime, no longer darkness.
See what Navi can do to stop this.
I mean, they're so confident they're going to do it while darkness was still up. They went into the Roshan pit with like hardly any vision. Just this really defensive work.
Yeah, and they'll get this. There's no movement from Navi indicating they're going to be able to even dream of getting there in time. OG. Just going the way of Miracle, and now it's, I guess we can expect to see them going again. Yeah, the line's being drawn. They're ready to storm down a lane, take that second set of racks that's already exposed down the bottom. I mean, there is still a lane here on Navi's side of the map that's got a tier 1 standing.
Time for the Dream Chronosphere, Owen. This is the
that's
town. No!
Absolutely beautiful. Max range there from Fly.
All right, now I'm not even sure if the Dream Chronosphere situation is enough.
This
Dindy.
Lens Venge. It's pretty good.
Well, he's got buyback. But again, what does the Night Stalker do for you at this point? The nuke? That's like 2 seconds of heal from Alchemist's chemical rage. The silence? You got Mantas. You don't care. Also, you're tanky enough to just survive through. When they try and burst you during the silence, that's not going to happen fast enough.
There we go. Metamorphosis out. OG.
General.
Ready to push on.
Be the man that Navi needs.
Needs something. Tishira already being forced back. He's losing by the diffuser blade as well. So much damage.
Oh, they've got the clap. Tishira's going to be in bad position.
They've got the Stone Gaze that will just keep him alive. The lockdown onto General. He's going to be able to time walk himself away. Fortification out from Navi, but OG, they don't care. They'll maintain their position. Take down a second set of racks from Navi.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
No mercy here from Miracle as he just bullies the players back into their phantom. And Teddy coming out with night time. To try and make a go onto No-Tail. No-Tail. It should be fine as well, because we look towards Fly, who of course has the swap available if necessary for any kind of saves. Miracle takes down Artstar, now turns towards General. He might just do it. Oh, he's just beating them. He's beating them down. There's a buyback from the Crystal Maiden. The swap onto Ditchara, though, they're going to be able to find the Medusa. Oh, he's got False Promise. I don't think that saves him. A lot of damage coming out. It's a good freezing field, not good enough as the stomp comes through. Goodbye, Crystal Maiden. Seneko to fall as well. 4 dead on Navi and G. G is caught. OG will indeed end up taking the series 2-0 here as we finish this one up. I mean, a little bit of hope shown for Navi in the earlier stages, but this is something that we see a lot of the times from Navi. They do have the individual skill. they have great coordination in the kind of the rotations, the early pickoffs, but then it always kind of hits that kind of part of the game where suddenly OG's kind of just superior experience